There are rational distinctions to be made when you do things across the board the right way. This was done the wrong way. This cannot stand legally. It won't stand legally. I hope this board will set it right, because there is a way to do this right. This wage board and this labor commissioner didn't do it right. So all we ask from this board is that they make the labor commissioner and wage boards in the future do things right. This was wrong. This was contrary to law. This was arbitrary, capricious, and irrational. It's not supported by the evidence in the record. In fact, there's no evidence in the record and admissions that there's no analysis in the record on certain of the required legislative assessments. Violates separation of powers, violates the Commerce Clause, illegally constituted board because it doesn't come from representatives of this industry who would have had any kind of expertise to review this. It comes from people who are strangers to it. In fact, people who've evaded New York's own minimum wage laws in their own dealings. And that's why, under Boreali, didn't go to the legislature. The legislature was willing to do this. No special expertise. Didn't do it right. That's why this violates separation of powers, and the discrimination here violates the Commerce Clause. So we ask you to please consider all of those factors in your deliberations, and we hope you will set it right by rejecting what the Labor Commissioner and the Wage Board did here. Thank you very much. I appreciate all the time. I've tried to be brief.
I'm here today because I'm fighting for $15 an hour in a union, and I'm tired of living in poverty. I make $9 an hour. It's just not enough to get by.
And you work at a McDonald's in Albany?
Yes, 1814.
And how many years do you work there?
7.
Are you also on public assistance?
Yes.
What do you receive?
Food stamps.
And this, with the way that this proposal would go, you wouldn't immediately go to 15 though, would you? So how would you make ends meet?
That's the point of fighting, to get it all at once, not to get it in increments, to get it now, not just for fast food workers, but for everybody.
I'm here today because I'm a fast food worker from New York, and I've been living in poverty. The cost of living in New York is very high, and working for poverty wages is just not cutting it. I'm here to fight for the minimum wage to stay at the rate of $15 an hour, because it's a definite necessity for fast food workers and other workers in other industries who work for poverty wages.
Now, you sat through the whole thing. What did you think of the arguments that it's sort of discriminatory, that only some workers are going to get it, others won't?
Well, I don't think that that's a very good argument. I think that the poverty levels in New York are just abominable, and they need to be corrected, and that we need to fight a little bit more to put a stop to it. If it's going to be opposed, then we have to come back stronger.
And your name is?
Rebecca Cornick.
How do you spell your last name?
Cornick.
And where do you work?
I work in Wendy's.
Wendy's in the city?
Wendy's in Brooklyn, New York.
In Brooklyn.
Yes.
What part of Brooklyn?
East New York.
East New York?
Yes.
How long you worked there?
9 years.
And there was talk about people being on public assistance that work in fast food industry?
Yes, I receive food stamps, and also I belong to the health care program that was instituted by Obama.
And how many years did you work for Wendy's?
9 years. 9 years. And I make $9 an hour, which pays only 2/3 of my rent. So it's a definite necessity that we correct this problem of poverty for fast food workers and other industries as well. I speak to a lot of people who come in for food at my restaurant, and they're also struggling. They make more money than I do. So it's a definite necessity. We need protection. We need to be compensated properly.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.